Hey everyone, this is Philgamesh. I'm going to do this video for Jerno's Comics and Pop Culture's 500 subscriber contest. 500, way to go, man. That's pretty awesome. Um, he's got like three questions he wants people to answer for their videos. The first one was like, what superhero or supervillain right now is your current favorite? And I was really tempted to go with the Maestro here. This comic from Image Comics, Maestros by Steve Skroce, is currently one of my absolute favorite reads. It's so great. I mean, how can you not love this cover? And really all the covers, and the interior artwork, and the story. It's awesome. But I think I'm going to have to actually go with good old Rick Sanchez. And I know that you could say that he's really a character for animation, and he is, but he's also a comic book character, and it didn't actually say that it had to be. I mean, I think the question was just what superhero or supervillain is your current favorite. I don't think it said anything about whether they originated in comics or not. Um, and I'm not actually sure whether Rick Sanchez is a superhero or a supervillain, but he's certainly, I mean, he's great. That's for sure. I just discovered Rick and Morty like a couple months ago, and I blew through all three seasons in like a week and a half. Um, it was completely awesome. But yeah, I mean, I know he teams up with this group, the Vindicators, every once in a while. Although it seems like every time he teams up with them, he seems to murder them all. But since I'm not sure if they're superheroes or supervillains, you know, I guess it all evens out. Anyway, his next question was, what 70s or 80s artist is your favorite? And, I'm really tempted to go with Bernie Wrightson because his work is just absolutely gorgeous. But I don't actually have all that much of it. This issue of House of Secrets is just random. I happened to find this at an estate sale and snagged it. It's in pretty bad shape, but the cover is just so beautiful. And he only did like the cover and the first page. I sure do wish I had that House of Secrets. What is it, 92? First Swamp Thing. Not to mention all his other Swamp Thing stuff, but I don't. I do have the Frankenstein book that he did, which is, you could just look at that for hours. But ultimately, I'm gonna have to go with another one of my all-time favorite artists, Barry Windsor-Smith. And I don't actually have like a lot of Barry Windsor-Smith's work from the 70s or 80s. I've got a little bit of it from the 80s. Most of the stuff that I have is more recent than that, from the 90s and onward. Which is too bad because a lot of the Conan stuff is really nice. But yeah, I just love his work. I love the way he's, like this cover in particular, you got Storm here, and then you got the clouds, which look like these, they look like they have a physical mass. It's really gorgeous. And you got this classic Wolverine cover. Of course, he did the Weapon X stuff as well. But I'm thinking about showing that off in a different video. So, Barry Windsor-Smith, definitely one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to move all this out of the way. And his last question had to do with something about yourself that has nothing to do with comics or pop culture or anything. And I don't really have anything that I do that's performance-based, I guess, but I do write sometimes. So this is just like a really bad proof copy of something that I never actually intended to publish or anything, but it's a whole lot of material for this story that some friends and I wrote like a long time ago. It's basically about a civil war in hell, and it's kind of fun. I mean, it's not really all that interesting, but I don't know. Like, I'll read a little paragraph or something. Though she had other patrons to serve, the succubus took a moment to scoop up the fragments of glass that Charon left behind. She swept them from the bar onto her outstretched apron, carrying the broken glass in a makeshift bundle. "I think I'll grind this up and put it in somebody's drink," she said, offhandedly, to no one in particular. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's not that much to it. I don't really have all that much to say about it. But I do like writing. So there's that. That's pretty much all I got. So congratulations again on 500 subscribers. That's really great. You deserve it. And I'll post this. I'll leave a link to your page on this video, and then I'll post a comment or whatever on your video and let you know where to find it. And that'll be it for now. Philgamesh out.